Hello and welcome back to Star Citizen University, and in this video we are going to be looking at bunkers, and then specifically intermediate level bunkers. So bunkers 201, and when I say intermediate I mean once you've got your reputation with any of the security companies up to level 2 or 3, more options become available to you. And when they become more available to you, they also pay more. So we're going to fly towards ArcCore, and once we get there, we'll have a look, see what bunker missions are available. I'm going to try and go through each of the major ones, and I'll put it in chapters, and then we'll cover roughly what you would carry with you, although that's somewhat subjective, it comes down to personal preference, what kind of ship that you might fly, and how much money you can expect to earn. So without further ado, I will come back once we have some choices of missions. Okay, so we're just near ArcCore. I've dropped out of Quantum a wee bit early, just so I'm nice and safe, sitting in deep space. And what have we got? Well, we've got a choice. So protect site, 15,000 on Wala. This is pretty much the same one as you would do when you first start doing bunker missions. It's go in, don't kill the good guys, do kill the bad guys. So there's not much point in looking at this. You can look at Bunkers 101, that'll give you an example of what these protect site missions are like. What we could look at is just clear out site though. Pays a little bit more, buckets and Lyria, we'll do that. We'll have a look at that. We'll just make sure that we've got a call to arms, which we do, which pays us a wee bit more money, and yeah, off to buckets we go. Ships. What kind of ship would you want to take? Well, I tend to focus on as small a ship as I can get away with, and this is obviously the Pisces CAX Expedition Pisces, with nice Invictus paint job. I'd never flown the Pisces before we were offered it as a free ship, and I flew it a couple of times. I thought, do you know what, this is actually really good for bunker missions anyway. I mean, I wouldn't want to go dogfighting in it, but for what we're using it for at the moment, it is a really good ship, and it's cheap. It's only 400,000 credits, so I'd kind of recommend it. But you could also use one of my other standard ships, the Titan. You could use a Cutlass. This is all sort of contingent on doing what I'm going to show you here, which is kind of avoiding the turrets around these bases. If you want to fly in a bigger ship, Constellation, even something bigger than that, Vanguard maybe, obviously that's not bigger than a Connie, but it came to mind, then you could just destroy the turrets and save yourself that bother. But that takes a wee bit of time, and it's not my preferred method. So we're just going to fly quickly into here. Because this is one of the sort of more illegal bases, it's going to have a series of guns around it and not just one. If it's just one, it's really easy to avoid. You just park behind it, which I'll show you probably in one of the other missions. But for this one here, we are going to have to find somewhere to put the ship down where the turrets will not be able to hit it. Now it's probably not even, they're probably not even going to shoot at us to start off with, but don't let that lull you into a false sense of security.
Landing gear deployed.
It's daylight, which does allow us, well, a decent chance to have a look at the land. We could just put the ship down here, but that's going to give us like a 500-meter run, so I think what we'll aim for just down here. And this is the reason I love the Pisces. It's a very small ship in terms of its verticality. It's great for these purposes. Now you can see there's absolutely no way that those turret guns are hitting us from here, and we've got a 300-meter run.
Engines offline.
Right, just as we run in then, what I'm using is Artimex armour that I have stolen from the bodies of Ninetales that I've killed in bunkers. I have a P6 sniper rifle, Doesn't seem tremendously popular, but a silenced P6 with a ×8 scope, I love it. I've heard other people say, what are you using that for? It's a terrible gun. It's like, well, yeah, okay. This is what I mean. It's all comes down to personal choices. I like the P6. The other one's just an SMG. It's a custodian, I think. It doesn't really matter which one you choose to use. And I've also got a sidearm, which I will not need. All three of these guns are silenced, and I would recommend that you get suppressors for all of your guns. And the reason for that is that once you start killing people, you don't really raise an alarm, they don't know where you are, and this generally makes your life just a whole hell of a lot easier. So if you can, stick a suppressor on all of the weapons that you're carrying. Because this is a clear out site mission, I don't really have to worry about friendlies. So if it moves, I can probably shoot it. Sometimes it'll be a drug lab and there will be non-combatants, but that's rare. So for the most part, this is going to be pretty straightforward. We're going to go in, we're going to crouch down, and we're just going to try and acquire a couple of targets. There's one. That's why I love this gun. Now it says at the top that there are 4 out of 10 hostiles remaining. This is a lie. It is technically, well, at the moment it's bugged, and it just comes up with random numbers. We know that there's probably going to be about 10 people to kill, and we've killed 2. Now, I'm not sure I want to really keep you here while I tippy-toe about and murder people, because that's not going to be very interesting for you. We'll see how the edit goes. Good of him to stop to stand still for a minute there and let me just put a bullet in his head. With this gun, you will kill one-shot kill with headshots, but you will normally one-shot kill with torso hits as well. It is a powerful rifle. Headshots obviously have more style though. Also keep a wee eye out when you're running about for red loot boxes, because you're going to want to search those obviously. It's the only place that you can get some of the weapons and armour. Right, so we're getting to the point now that everything's going to get a bit more close and dirty, so we'll switch to the SMG. The sniper rifle has done what we brought it for, give us a few easy kills. Again, it's saying there's 2 remaining, but I think we've killed 4 or 5, so there's probably still 5, 6 remaining. This guy's just standing here. See, if I'd fired normal guns, he would have been alerted. And again, because even my SMG is silenced, I still haven't raised any real alarm yet, so it makes it really easy for me to pick people off, just walking gently and slowly through the place. That was terrible shooting, but it did the job. Right, so we've got the objective complete, which means we get the rep and we get the money. But I don't think that we've killed everybody yet, so don't want to get entirely complacent until we search the rest of this. Of course, I could be wrong, and there might be nobody else left, but if that's the case, then oops, there we are, there's another one. yeah, probably nearly got all of them now. I would say that's likely to be the last man. Although, not 100% sure, so we'll just have a quick skirt around. There's very rarely anybody in this server room. I say that, but then this is when there'll be them. No, okay, I think we're clear. So, now the only thing that remains is to look for loot boxes. You're going to find a couple of different types. This is a red one, obviously, because it's red. And this is going to have armour and guns. It's quite a cool undersuit. Actually, I quite like that. I am potentially going to take that. So I'm just going to click drop on it so that the box drops. And I'll come back and pick that up if there's nothing better. This guy's got a custodian as well, but yeah, no ammo. Only some of these bad guys actually carry ammo. Usually the ones that are also wearing armour.
What's that?
Oh, shit. And there's still at least one alive. 10 bullets in the clip, I should do it. I don't know how we managed to miss somebody. But miss them we did. So you can loot these guys, obviously. Their armour's quite distinctive, and sometimes you will get the Artenex armour, like the one I'm wearing, from them. Oh, good lord.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, what the hell indeed. So I'm fairly sure there's been more than 10. So there's been some coming in, yep. And there's been reinforcements coming in. See, if I'd picked up that box, that undersuit that I wanted, that would probably have meant my death, because I would have been carrying it when I bumped into these guys. No, he's got a C50, that's no use. Just looking for a wee bit of extra ammo. Don't need it, but it's nice to have it, you know. Right, so this has taken longer than I wanted to. This is a straightforward clear the area. There's been more bad guys than I would have expected. These are the other boxes that you can find. Usually medical supplies. Sometimes tractor beams, tiger claw chips, that kind of thing. We've got, yeah, some more tiger claws. Another one of these. And I don't need any of this stuff. I'm just just taking it because it's there. Don't seem to be any more bad guys, and I haven't seen any more red boxes. There's another medical one there, but we don't need anything from that. Pretty sure the area is now clear. Could be that I've missed some red boxes. Again though, you know, I've done a lot of bunker missions recently. Not really anything that I desperately need. I quite like this undersuit, so I'm just going to grab it. You will find weapons that you cannot buy anymore, like railguns, grenade launchers, missile launchers, some of the more cool sniper rifles, including the P6 that I'm using. That sort of stuff all appears. Some armour that again would have been only available in Grim Hex before the last patch. You can find that, and yeah, it's worth searching all the red boxes especially. There is Tale of Mythical Gold boxes, yellow boxes, but the spawn rate on that seems to have been vastly reduced, as have the white boxes, which used to give you precious minerals. So at the moment, pretty much just the red and the medical supply boxes, the green ones. So anyway, that is a clear hostiles, right? Really straightforward. I spent a long time demonstrating that, but I could have done it in 30 seconds, in as much as just go into the bunker, kill everything that moves, and that's you. But that's that one. So I'll go back to the ship, I'll store my stuff and rearm, and then we will have a look at what's next. Okay, so the next type of mission that we'll look at is going to be a defend site from minor threat. Now 60,000 plus bonuses for this one, and this is not dissimilar to what we've just done, except that there are defenders and the attackers arrive in waves, so you'll end up with 3 waves. Each one you destroy, you wait about a minute and another wave comes in. So, well, I'll show you when we get there. We'll have a better look at it then. So we're just approaching the site for the defend site from minor threat mission. Now this is a processing facility, so I'm pretty certain it's going to shoot at us. It's probably not supposed to, but at the moment they do. There we are. So we can see by flying over it what the layout is. We can very nearly crash. I'm still not used to this shit. Yeah, so we've seen what the layout is, and now we're just trying to see where do we need to put this ship down so that we can't be shot at. And it's pretty obvious, there's only one gun. We just need to put ourselves down at the back. Another reason, another plus point of the Pisces, it's so small you can fit it down in tiny little spaces. There we go. Now I don't think that the turret was shooting at us once it recognised us as being here to do this mission. You know, once we got close enough it stopped firing. But if we spend a lot of time in here, or if it goes slightly wrong, it will start firing again. So we want to make sure that we're parked where it can't hit us. It's not a long run from the back of the building round to the front, so it's an easy precaution to take for one of these bunkers that only has one gun. So here we are again. Elevator Simulator 2022. This sniper rifle is going to be of less use, unfortunately. So we're just going to switch to the SMG. And the reason why I say that is because of the way this works. It's going to be just under a minute until the first wave appears. And we're going to be trying to quickly bring down targets before they kill all the defenders. Now, the reason I come to this little bit is because I've got a view of that spawn closet and a view of that one over there. So potentially, I actually do have a point where the sniper rifle might be of some use to us here. So 30 seconds to wait. I'll cut back once the wave starts. Last few seconds, 2, 1, 0. Now we're just keeping an eye on the spawn closets and see which one opens. Could be neither of these. All the blackjack guards just wandering around doing nothing very useful. See, I know there's a hostile there, but I don't have a very good view because of the way that this gun works. So we'll crouch down, we'll get closer. So I know that this guy's here. Okay. Well, I know where that guy must be, so we'll just need to go and try and flush him out. Oh, well, pretty certain he'd be in there. Did they actually manage to kill him? God damn. Okay. Again, the silencer is helping because they don't really know that I'm here. I was lucky I nearly put a bullet into it. Friendly. I'm getting a wee bit low on ammo now. I did my last clip, so I kind of need to be looking out for alternative ammo sources. But most importantly, I need to not die. It's a good idea to run these with a buddy if you can, because then you've got somebody else to bring you up if you go down. Kinda makes sense, doesn't it? Well, they weren't very bright, were they? Doesn't actually matter if all the defenders get killed, incidentally. Kinda sounds like they're having a gunfight down there. Oh yeah, they got him. We've switched to the next wave. I'm assuming those are all empty. Somebody else has been here. So I like to get back to my starting position. Dun, 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 dun. I think we'll actually just grab that C54 and loot a couple of spare clips. We'll take his med pen, because who knows. Okay, so we've got 150 bullets, 5 seconds until the next wave. Try and get somewhere safe, get out of the way. Just check the spawn closets again. God damn. I really should have died that time, shouldn't I? That was just sloppy. So we've got a couple of defenders left. It's not all bad. I mean, half the time they're more of a liability than anything else, but... So he's got the Artemix, so we can grab that. If we want it. Two left in this wave. Kinda like to be in a situation where I had some spare clips for at least one of my guns, other than the sniper rifle. So we'll just drop some of the empties. But long story short of this really is that it's really just run around, kill all the hostiles for all 3 waves, and then you're done. And try not to die. Perfectly valid, incidentally, just to sit up here and look down. One left. Just going to grab this gun now because I've got spare clips for this, so There he is. Right, so last wave. This is my opportunity to sort out the ammo situation. So anyway, the P4 is quite good for this because we do actually have a scope and we can hit both of these. Spawn closets. Seems to be a bit of an absence of defenders. It looks like that one last guy from that last wave killed just about everybody. Oh great, both spawn closets at once. I hit him, but I don't know if I killed him. Looks like I did. I think I just shot his nads off. Also kind of, oops, kind of looks like I'm on my own now. Can't get past this damn body. Oh, come on. He does have quite good armour. "24 bullets, one target." The way I'm shooting this evening, that could be anyone's guess. He's just sitting there. Is he looting somebody? Anyway, yeah, that's that one finished. So yeah, 60,000, 500 for that. We could really use picking up a couple of extra clips of something. Take that Artemex core if you're that way inclined. I've got these 4 clips for the P4 and I've still got sniper rifle ammo, so it's not all bad. And yeah, so anyway, that is the defend site from Minor Threat. It's just going to be waves. Now as your rep goes up, there's more waves and the guys tend to be heavier armoured and you get paid slightly more. But that's kind of how that works. Didn't work out very well for the defenders in that particular case. But sometimes you get through and there's still a few of them alive. But it makes no difference to us. So that's the defense site from Minor Threat. Obviously, if you get to higher reputations like 4 and 5, that's going to be defense site from Major Threat. The final kind of mission that we're going to be looking at is one in which it's a question of destroying drugs. So that's going to be next on the hit list. Let's quickly run back to the ship. Right, wipe out drug stash, 55,000. There might be a better one than that. Clear out drugs, 65,000. There we go. So we'll take that. It's going to be in Lyria again, so we're never really having to travel very far here. Just basically get out of the very limited atmosphere.
Engines online.
So I'll fly us over to the drug lab and then we'll come back. Alright, so the same story basically as all the others. Down into the bunker, and the bunker will be much the same layout, and we will kill everything that we see. There's going to be potentially some neutral drug workers that aren't armed. We don't want to kill them because we'll get a crime stat. But other than that, people like that, for example, fair game. Good night, Vienna. You think that would have panicked his buddy a bit more than it actually did. He looks quite nonchalant. Not anymore, he doesn't. That was 4 easy kills. And we haven't raised the alarm. Now, you're going to see all these silver bales. These guys. Those all need to be destroyed. And there will be hundreds of them. And that is just about, look at that, more spawning in as we speak. What the hell? I need to pick up a P4 right now. Because that's the one I've got ammo for. I'm such a better shot with a sniper rifle than I am with these SMGs. Anyway.
Displace it.
The hell was going on there? So, if there's one thing that you might take away from this video, it's the fact that you can do these missions even if you're a lousy shot. Because I very obviously am. Alright, so, now, do a quick scan around and make sure that there's nobody else left before we get down to the nitty gritty. And if you've done one of these missions before, there's a friendly, well, neutral. Nice hairdo, man. Kinda surprised I got away with that as well. Everybody watching thinking, actually, we were just fucking amazed you got away with that. Jeez. How many? He took some killing, didn't he? How many of these buggers are there in here? A few neutrals. So we've nearly scanned everywhere. You can see by the counter on the top that we need to destroy 647 bales. Now I am not going to put a video on YouTube of me destroying 647 bales, because that would just be tedious. But I will show you how to actually go about doing so. We finally killed everybody now, because this is nuts. A small army in this place. Nope. This is craziness. Right, 53 bullets left of this gun. Before I need to pick up. I would honestly say that there are not normally this many hostiles in these places. This is coming as something of a surprise to me. However, it is what it is. So, now, we've got all of these drug bales to defeat. Now, obviously we could shoot them, but that is going to take an awful lot of ammo, and there might not even be enough ammo lying around the place. So, alternatives. If you walk up to a bale and use your middle mouse button, you will basically hit it with the butt of your gun. And if you time it, or if you aim it accurately, which I'm not doing, yeah, you can get 2 at once, sometimes 3, sometimes even 4 if you're really lucky, depending on your positioning. But yeah, we're crouched down now, we'll just aim for kind of between these two, and there we go, we got 2. That is perfectly efficient, obviously doesn't cost you any ammo. An alternative, and to be honest my preferred method, once you're pretty sure the place is clear, is just Rocky Balboa the asset of everything. Again, if you aim in the right places, like kind of in the centre of these, 3 at the same time. If you go absolutely nuts with your fists, your heart rate will increase and you might die of a heart attack, so be aware. But a wee bit of control, and you're just basically clubbing your way through the entire place and destroying all of the bales of drugs. There's not, I mean, short of bringing grenades with you, there's not really any way of making this massively fast. It's just, it is what it is. It takes a while. I'm not gonna say otherwise. Right, so we're nearly there. Last 31 out of 647 bales. It's taken about 10 minutes. Not gonna lie, not the most interesting thing in the world to be doing. However, the payoff for this is okay. When you consider the 3 missions that we've done, it's probably about, oh, I don't know, 150,000 all told. It hasn't taken all that long to do, so it's a viable source of earning money. It's not maybe the best in the world, but you can easily enough earn 150, 200k an hour. So last one, there we go. We get little dribs and drabs of money obviously as we go through this, but the big payoff should be about to occur. 65,000 and a rather random 9 UAC. So that's basically it for the intermediate bunker missions. You've got the sort of, well, 4 types I guess really. You've got the kill everybody in the base ones. You've got the same as the basic ones, which is go in and don't kill the defenders but kill the attackers. You've got the one that comes in waves, which is the same thing obviously, just in 3 waves or 4 waves. And then you've got this one, which is go in, kill the hostiles, don't kill the drug workers, and then destroy all the drugs, which does take a bit of time. Where did I park the ship? Over here. Okay, so that's fine. So we'll just run back to the Pisces. And I'm just going to thank you for watching. I was going to show you how to make a 1SCU box because it's quite good for looting bunkers, but I'll actually do that in a separate video because this one's going to be really long. So yeah. I mean, if you go in there and you loot absolutely everything from all the guards and you take it all home and you sell it, then you're increasing the amount of money. But whether or not that's viable with the time it will take you to do all that is anyone's guess. It's probably easier just to chain the actual missions together and just make the money that way. But thanks very much for watching if you've got this far. I know this is going to be quite a long one even after editing, but I will, as I usually do, say that Star Citizen University is an organisation in the game. You're more than welcome to join us. It's always good to have new people on board. We're a pretty good bunch as it is. We've got numerous different activities. We do try and stay busy and we do try and do what our main mission is, which is to teach newer players the game. Yeah, if you made it this far, then I appreciate your patience and tolerance, and I would ask you to hit that subscribe button as well, because at the time of recording this, we're nearly at 500 subs. It'd be nice to get a few more. Well, it'd be nice to get 1,000 actually, but thanks for watching, guys, and fly safe.